What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to walk you through how I made $2.5 million in video-related sales, which is like £2 million, €2 million by the time I was 30. Started my video company when I was 22. So over the course of like 8 years, being a complete newbie scrub, no idea what the fuck I was doing, all the way through to being an expert in the video game. This is how I did it. And these are all the things that I would do differently, how I would scale my own agency to the same sort of numbers again, if not higher. And all the things that I went through, trials and tribulations, to make sure it happened. So starting out was like those messy middle years, right? I took any job, €200, £200 music videos, corporate stuff, weddings, anything that came my way, I said yes to, because I was like constantly scared that the next job wasn't going to come. And I worked nonstop, shot, edited, delivered, quoted, chased invoices. I was doing fucking everything. And because of that, I was burnt out constantly because I didn't know how to say no, right? And the irony is that I thought that's how it was always going to be. I was always just going to be burnt out. I was always just going to be struggling. And as long as I got to pick my camera up at the start of the day and every now and then buy a new lens and get a little bit more cinematic every time, that I was happy. I was killing it. But like, no, like that's really not a business model. That's like, it's like being employed, dude. You're just stuck. And it sucked. It sucks for a long time. I've been there. I thought getting better at filming would fix the business. I thought having better lenses, better lighting, better skills would just improve the business over time because these bigger clients will start to notice me more. Literally not how it works. And it took me a long time to realize that, years. If you're doing everything, you don't own a business. You're just self-employed and tired. Harsh, but true. So, big shift. What happened around 3 to 4 years me being in the business? I realized that if I wanted to scale the company, I had to start selling outcomes, not just videos. Okay. Like everything changed when I stopped selling videos and started selling results. And this kind of came to me in a really roundabout way. And you've probably heard all this sort of shit before, but I'll tell you how it happened to me and why it was pivotal to my career. What happened to me is I would get in meetings and we would get the brief from a client and they would ask us to shoot X, Y, and Z. We'd shoot X, Y, and Z, give it to them. We'd never hear back. And I always thought, I don't understand what I've done wrong. We've hit the brief on the head. So then what I started to do is I just walked into a sales meeting one day and I just asked them, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish? I've got the brief here. You want to make these videos? Why? Like, why do you want to make these videos? Who's it for? What's the goal? What's the outcome? And when I started presenting those sort of questions to my clients, I got very different information back, which made the output of the video we were making completely different. And then all of a sudden, something changed, something shifted. I was getting feedback from clients at the end of the project saying, wow, Ben, this is great. This is exactly what we needed. The video we made, if we had made the video off the brief, it would have been completely fucking different because I went into those meetings with discovery of like, how can I help them? What problem are they trying to solve? Most of the time, they don't even realize the problem they're trying to solve themselves, and they definitely don't put it in the brief unless you can read between the lines. Like, because clients don't just want a new drone shot, right? They want leads. They want credibility. They want recruitment. They want brand trust. Like, I had to reword my offer to reflect what they cared about. So I built real systems, proposals, onboarding, repeatable delivery, proper pricing. Like, talk about what your video does, not what it is. As soon as you start selling like 20 reels and like 2 landscape videos and a video for the website, it's really hard because like, what's it doing? We need to be talking about what it's going to do for their business. And as soon as you could do that, that's when you're going to make a shit ton more money and you're going to come out of this feast and famine, and your marketing, your whole business model is going to get so much easier to understand. So consistent leads is scaling. I stopped relying on referrals and started running Instagram ads to local business owners. So this is the hack, okay? Because when you have constant leads coming in, your mindset changes completely. I've seen this happen time and time again to all of my students, is how can we move away from a scarcity mindset and into an abundance mindset? How can we stop underquoting because we're worried about the work going away? How can we make sure that we don't say yes to everything? We need to have inflow into the business, right? So stop relying on referrals, and I started running Instagram ads locally to business owners because I didn't care if I was in the southwest of England and I didn't care about running ads or posting organic content that was going to make the people in Scotland follow me, because I don't want their work. I want all of the work around my local area, because like, if you live in the Western world, there is more than enough money, more than enough businesses in your area who are willing to pay you for result-based content to get to 10, 20, 30K a month. You don't need to work in every single town. You can work in your town. So I built a funnel that attracted real paying clients every single month, one-off shoots to monthly retainers. I hired help, built a team, and revenue just started skyrocketing, okay? So the lesson here is you need to learn lead generation. Don't sit there hoping someone recommends you every single time. Referrals are a bonus scheme. They are bonus. They are the cream on the top of the business. That's really great to have. It means you can buy the extra lens, buy the extra gear, go on holiday more, whatever you want to do. It's not the business model. You need to learn lead generation. Unless you are waking up to 5 to 10 new leads every single day, I'm not saying you're going to close them all, but unless you're waking up to new leads every day, you do not have a good lead generation system. You need to learn this. All of your effort, everything, all of your mindset, all of your effort needs to go directly into this now. Not sales, not creative stuff, not color grading, not lighting, lead generation. All of your effort should go into this immediately. Okay, cool. So number 4, when success can become a trap. My agency hit 500K a year. We had a studio near London, team of 5. On the outside, looked like I completely made it. And on the inside, I hated it because I ended up making a company that was so bloated and took up so much of my time that I didn't have time for my own life, my own family. I had a daughter, I got married. No joy, no freedom. So I basically built this dream business that didn't actually work for me. So what I would say is, have a bit of reality check. Like, scaling the wrong business just means bigger problems. I just created this massive creative agency, and I could do it again like that if I wanted to, but it's just going to mean that I'm constantly shooting, constantly managing shoots, constantly doing edits, constantly hiring editors, constantly managing a team. Now, if you want that, cool, let's work together. But at the same time, you can build a video production company where you outsource all of the fucking laborious stuff and you just do the shit you want to do. If you just want to do the editing and you want to outsource everything else, great. If you want to do all the production and you just want to outsource it, or the editing, great. If you want to outsource the sales, the setting, the ads, whatever you want to do, you can. You can now, like, we're in 2025, you can design the business to fit exactly what you want to do, but you need to make sure that you make it correctly today. It's very hard to change a business model 5-6 years down the line when you're making a lot of money, you've got a lot of clients, and you just want to turn around and say, hey, we're doing everything differently now to suit me. No, you need to set everything up right from the start. So get a pen and paper, write down exactly what you want your life and your business to look like in the next 5 years. And then we are going to design a business specifically about servicing that kind of life. If you want to travel, you want to have more time, you want to go surfing every morning, you want to live in Portugal, you want to live in Spain, I don't know, like wherever you want to be, that's what we have to design the business around, not vice versa. So what I would do differently if I was starting again to get to that sort of sales in the same time, if not faster, pick a niche straight away and stop being for everyone. Like, if you want to do this on easy mode and you want to make good money, go after service-based businesses in your area. Service-based because it's 75% of all businesses, so it's a big pool. It's B2B, so it's a lot easier to market to. They have way bigger budgets, and getting them results is really fucking easy once you plug ads in. Next, learn sales. Like, actually get good at sales. That's the skill that actually pays you. And you can get really good at sales in your video company. 10 years time, drop video, go into something completely different. Having the skill of sales is still going to make you loads of money no matter what you do. The sooner you learn this skill, the better. It's like being really attractive. Once you're good at sales, it's always going to be good for you. Like, if you're really attractive, it's always going to pay dividends. People are always going to come up to you and say hello. People are always going to want to chat to you. Like, it just works. So having that skill, the earliest, as soon as you learn sales, it has a better ROI the longer you kind of are alive for. So get it ASAP. Learn paid ads from day one. It's how you get consistent work. LinkedIn's bullshit. Cold outreach is bullshit. Door knocking's bullshit. Everything works, but everything works terribly and it ruins your soul. You want to be able to create ads that are going to bring clients to your door every single day. It's warm. You're paying for them to come to you. That way sales becomes easy. Paid ads doesn't need to be complicated. It's a very simplistic thing to learn. It's like learning Premiere Pro for the first time, right? Like, you sucked when you started. Fast forward 6 months, you know your way around the tool. You're pretty good at it now. Build retainers ASAP, because like, random jobs suck. You can't build a team, you can't build a business unless you're building retainers. And the easiest way to build retainers is to offer results. Get these businesses into your back pocket of like, yeah, I can get you these results. You get them the results, and then what's going to happen? They're going to want those results more and more often every single month. Boom, retainer. Hire an editor early. Your time is worth more than Premiere timelines, guys. Okay, like, I don't care how good you think at editing you are. There are guys in Asia who are 10 times better and 10 times cheaper. You need to outsource that ASAP to make sure that you're protecting your time and you're actually helping your clients get better results, because you could hire someone way better than you for a tenth of the price. So last bit, what you can do now, like, ask yourself, like, are you still relying on luck, referrals, and waiting? Because if you are, that's not a good strategy. Like, you need to get off that as soon as possible. I have seen countless videographers and video agencies making decent money who have gone under because they just kept relying on referrals for years. And it might work for years, but it's not scalable. And at some point, bad economy, bad gig, a big client drops you, something goes wrong, and you are going to pay the price for that. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Build a system that brings in leads weekly, not just when someone asks, and position yourself as the expert who actually solves problems, not just the cameraman with a fucking drone. Like, your video needs to solve problems. Take control of your income, stop hoping next month will be different, and build a system to make sure it is. Guys, like, if you're already talented at cinematography, if you're already talented at videography, you're so close to having a perfect business model. You just need to learn some sort of paid advertising that's going to make the right people see the content that you're already making. You need to get good at sales, and you need to plug in some systems. If you want any help doing that, drop me a DM on Instagram or book a call below. I can help you do it. But more importantly, even if you don't want to work with me, guys, just like instill some of this stuff, install this stuff in your business and save yourself. You don't have to work with me, but like, help yourself. Okay, guys, that's my value for today. All my love. Speak soon.